Okay. This is from George
Hmm.
on Long Island. What is the most important thing to keep in mind, hi George, when casting spells?
Well, you know, there are so many answers to that. So, what is the most important thing? I'm going to go with my textbook answer on that to say intention is everything. Intention is the most important thing. And we've talked about this many times before. But really, what is intent? Intent is an alchemical mix of what you want and why you want it. So, that is your foundation. And again, we're talking about spell casting here.
Right.
So, you start with what you want, and that's relatively easy. Most people kind of know what they want, but even then, they're not so razor sharp on it. It can be very amorphous, very abstract. But then to go into the why you want it, because why is the engine, what is the caboose?
Right.
We tend to reverse that in our mind, say, well, I want this, and it's enough that I want it. And that's, on a certain law of attraction level, accurate. But it's the why you want it that gives it the juice, that gives it the emotion. So, in tandem with my Pat textbook answer, I'm also going to say that,
Hi Pat.
hi Pat, that in connection with that, emotion is really important. And I know we have another question talking about emotion coming up, um, because your emotion is really the only way to tell where you are vibrating at. Low vibration, high vibration, those words are arbitrary. I feel good, I don't feel good is a much clearer representation of where you are. And I do find that it's the water element in spells that has, well, that's the juice.
Hmm.
How do you feel powerful? What does it feel like to feel powerful? You can't think yourself into power. You have to feel yourself into power. And what frames your emotion, your what and your why.
Hmm.
So if you look at your what you want as an air element, because that's pretty much thought,
Right.
to an extent it's fire and desire, but why you want it really juices up that fire. Then the emotional counterpart should come along with that. That's your water, and then the actual movement actions of the spell itself is your earth. So you got your air, your fire, your water, your earth. Spirit is automatically present when the four are combined. So, as an example, and I'm just doing this off the top of my head, let's talk about the weather. So many people have been bitching about the weather on Long Island and on the East Coast.
It's been raining a lot,
It's been
folks.
raining a lot. We've had more rain than not. And personally, it doesn't bother me at all. I haven't
Makes
been to
everything
the
green.
beach once. Yes, I want to go to the beach, but it's okay. I've been so busy that it doesn't really matter to me all that much. So, my mother this week said to me, isn't there something you can do about all this rain?
Yes.
I said to her, oh, sure. Witchcraft is all fun and fantasy for you until you want something. So it was a very funny conversation. And I said to her, yeah, even if I pulled it off, you'd still say, well, no, it was raining for so long, it was bound to stop eventually. She's like, no, I'll tell all my friends that you made the rain stop. And so I hear that pretty much every day. Can't you do something about the rain? So what's the want? I want nicer weather. I want the weather to conform to what I'm doing and what I want to do. Why? Well, that's an interesting question to
Why
ask.
do you want
Why do
to?
you want
Your
it?
mom?
Because it's such a varied thing. People are saying because it's depressing me. I was like, wow, your mood is really that dependent upon the weather.
Some people it is.
And I get, seasonal, depression and things like that. I get that. But some people's whys are much more imminent. They're like, because I have a picnic to go to.
Right.
Because I really want to go to the beach. Because I'm trapped inside my house. Because my kids are driving me nuts and I can't send them outside to play.
Right.
But when you look at the quality of those whys, they're not incredibly high vibrational whys. If you could get to the place because I love the sun, because I just really have a desire to get out there and experience nature and to travel and to have fun, you can feel the difference, the
There's a true
gap.
desire.
And I think if you can stay focused in that, your chances of manifesting something are really easy. Now, as a side note, there's a lot of side notes in this question. It's not about sun magic, is it? The sun is a constant.
Hmm.
It's the clouds you need to deal with. And really, they're water vapor. So symbolically, we're looking at a combination of air and water, which is thought and emotion anyway. So yeah, keep complaining about the rain, and
It'll keep coming.
keep coming. That's really like attracts like in that way. And again, as my last side note, hopefully on this question, I don't mess around with the magic unless with I don't mess
Weather.
around magically with the
Yeah.
weather unless it's really important. And in my mind, what really important means is that there is a group function, a group activity, something that needs to be done outside, like a ritual or Sabbath, or a coming together where it's really affecting the lives of the people involved. As a point in fact, last weekend was summer solstice, and we met at one of our we have first degrees in our coven, Dedicans, first degree, second degree, third degree, and one of the first degrees hosted at her house in Medford, and it was a pool party. Now you remember the weather this past weekend. I don't know how she pulled it off. I know she asked for help on it magically. It was an overcast day. It sprinkled a little here and there. We had the ritual outside. We had the barbecue outside. As soon as we got in our cars, it poured buckets.
Well, the Catholics have something for confirmation too, you know. The Virgin Mary goes in the window, so.
It was amazing. I mean, we were cackling like witches in the car ride home because you couldn't see. You couldn't see 10 feet in front of you. So there's something about intention there. So to me, again, looping around to the question, I think your intention is
It's important.
everything, but then you structure your intention in a way that supports the emotion.
Thanks, George.
Thank you, George.